guys, welcome to another video. So today I'm going to be showing you guys getting ready for my market and then at my market, and I will give you guys a whole breakdown of everything I sold and everything. Excuse my appearance, I literally just woke up 10 minutes ago, but we're getting everything ready because today is the day before the market and we get to go set up the day before. So I'm going to be setting up all my displays today, but I will only put my plushies out tomorrow morning because I'm always making more stuff and getting stuff ready the night before. So today I'm just going to go set up my displays and I'm going to put my plushies out tomorrow morning before the market starts. So one thing I'm really worried about is I usually use 2 6-feet tables. So my tablecloths are for 4 feet or 6 feet tables. But this is an 8-foot table that I'll be using over there. So my tablecloths just aren't that big, so I can't use those. So I kind of don't know what I'm going to use as a tablecloth. And if I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, I used to use a bed sheet as a tablecloth. Obviously not the one I used to sleep on, but I had bought a gray bed sheet to use as a tablecloth because it was big enough and I didn't want to spend an outrageous amount of money on a tablecloth when bed sheets are a lot cheaper. So I might try to find that bed sheet and use it because that's the only thing that I have that would be big enough for an 8-foot table, and I would try to get the wrinkles out of it, put it in the dryer with a dryer sheet and everything, but I do have to find it. I don't know where it is. But that's kind of my only option right now. So I'm still gonna bring my regular tablecloths that fit 4 feet or 6 feet tables because I did have the option between a 4-foot table or an 8-foot table, and I chose an 8-foot table. But I'm gonna ask if it's possible to maybe have 2 4-feet tables instead of one 8-foot table. I mean, I don't know if they'll be able to do that, but it's worth asking and then maybe being able to use my nice tablecloths. And if not, then I will have to use the bed sheet that I still didn't find. So good news, I found the gray bed sheet. So I'm hoping they're able to give me 2 4-feet tables, but I would understand if they can't. So at least I have that gray bed sheet to use. I mean, it's not the best, but it's better than nothing. So I have all my displays ready to pack the car for when my boyfriend gets home from work, and then we're gonna go there and set up my displays and all that stuff. And yeah, I'm in the car now. We're gonna go set up all our display stuff. You can see it all back there. So yeah, the plushies are just gonna get set up tomorrow morning, but we're gonna go set up and see where we are. And this is my first time doing this market, so it's just gonna be nice to see where my booth is and other things like that. So I have my displays all set up and I'm gonna bring my plushies tomorrow morning and my little canvas with my logo because I can't put my banner anywhere, so the canvas is gonna have to do. Okay, so we're back from the market and I didn't get much footage of the market actually being there because it was so loud. Even if I did record anything, you wouldn't be able to hear anything I was saying, and it was really busy, so I didn't have time to record anything. There was always people walking by, so I had to obviously pay attention to them. But overall, it was a very good day. This was my first time doing this exact market, so I didn't really know what to expect, but it was definitely amazing. People are already starting to Christmas shop, so that was definitely good. People were looking at my stuff and they're like, oh, these would be perfect stocking stuffers or just perfect Christmas gifts. So that's already starting. and I will be doing this market again next week, so I'm so excited. So I'll tell you guys the amount of money I made today, and then I'll go through my sales and do a little breakdown for you guys. But the total amount of money that I made from selling my stuff today at the market was $641, but I did get a custom order for 4 items, actually 4 cows, 2 big cows and 2 small cows, and that custom order was a total of $104. But she gave me $105 and just said to keep the change. So that whole order was $105. So I will be adding this into my profit for today because she paid today. So technically I made that money today. I just need to have those cows done by next week because I will see her at the market again. She's a vendor there. So I just added that amount into my sales for today. So when I add that amount of money from the custom order, that would be $746. And the booth fee is a bit of an odd number, but I'm assuming it's because they added taxes to the original amount. So the booth fee is $36.80. And honestly, that is really not bad. I thought that this market would be a lot more expensive to sell at, but it's actually a very good price. So after taking out the booth fee, I would have $709.20, and the square fees for today were $4.11. So my total profit for today is $705.09. Now I'm going to go through the breakdown of all of my sales. So I'm going to tell you guys how many of each item I sold out of the amount that I brought. People watching my videos said that it was better that way, and I can see why it is better that way than going through all of my sales individually. So I'll be telling you guys that if I have a picture of that exact item or something very similar that I made, I'll put a picture up and I will tell you guys how much I sold that item for. So starting off with leggy frogs, I had brought 6 and I sold 6, so now I know to make a lot more than that for next week. I brought 2 chunky turtles and I sold the both of them, so those were good too. I sold 1 mini turtle out of 4. I sold 2 bats out of 3. I sold 2 bee keychains out of 2, and those were some of my first sales, so I feel like if I had more they would have sold, so I'll try to make more than 2 for next week. And same thing for the watermelon keychains. I mean, they weren't my first sales, but I brought 2 and I sold 2. So I'm gonna try to make more than that. Now for chicken nuggets, they have not sold well for me in the past, but I brought 4 today and I sold them all. And they were just like the hit of my table. Everybody passing by was like, oh my god, the chicken nuggets are just too cute. A lot of people touched them and loved them, but they didn't buy them. But I did sell out, so maybe I would have sold more if I had more, but I'll definitely be making more of those for next week too. And I sold 3 chickens out of 4. I sold 1 ghost out of 2. Now, pumpkins definitely sold well today. It is getting closer to Halloween, so I can see why. So I had brought 1 small pumpkin and I sold it, and I sold 2 regular sized pumpkins out of 4. I sold the only plant I had left, and I sold 2 pom-pom hats out of 5, and I had a deal going on with those. They were $20 each, or 2 hats for $30. So one family had bought 2 hats for each one of their kids, so people definitely enjoyed that sale with the hats. I had brought 1 chunky mushy and it sold, so I feel like if I made more they probably would have sold, so I'll try to make more for next week too. I had 1 zombie and it sold, so as it's getting closer to Halloween, I'll try to make more for next week too. So I only had 1 small snake left from my reptile expo that I did a few weeks ago, and that small snake sold. I had 1 cat and I sold the cat. I had brought 14 scrunchies and I sold 2. I brought 3 chunky dinosaurs and I sold 1. I brought 3 geckos and I also sold 1. I brought 5 elephants and I sold 1. I brought 6 bees and I sold 4, so I definitely need to make more for next week. I brought 8 regular mushies and I sold 1. I brought 3 ice cream cone keychains and I sold 1. I had brought 9 octopuses and I sold 3. I had brought 13 chunky octos and only sold 1, so those weren't very popular today, which was kind of odd because they usually sell really well, but that just goes to show that you never know. And finally, I had brought 6 packs of catnip toys and I sold 4. So now I definitely know to bring more packs of catnip toys because there is this booth, and the lady that has that booth, she actually was the manager for today. Like, she was replacing the actual manager because she couldn't be there. But she sells dog treats, and she had so many people go to her booth and asked her if she had like cat treats or anything for cats. And she said, no, but I'll like send them to your booth because you have catnip toys. And I've had a lot of people come to my booth and be like, oh, she said that you had catnip toys, where are they? So that definitely helped me out, so I know to bring more for next time. So this was definitely a good market. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what kind of crowd there was gonna be, but it went really well. Now I kind of know what to aim for next time. I know what to make more of, but that can always change. Best sellers always change. Like I said, my chunky octos are usually one of my best sellers, and I only sold 1 today. Turtles were not that popular today, which was weird because usually I sell a lot of them. So you never really know, but I will obviously need to replenish on certain things like bees, some pumpkins because it is October. So I'm really excited to do this market again next weekend. I am so happy, and I hope I can do this market more often because it is every week. So I hope that there's room for me every week, especially closer to Christmas. So many people were like, your stuff would be perfect for like close to Christmas. Some people already started Christmas shopping, but others just took my card and said, oh, I'll probably buy something closer to Christmas because it is still a little ways away. But if I can have a booth there closer to Christmas, I feel like that would be amazing, honestly. So let's hope that we get a booth for Christmas or close to Christmas. So that's it for today's market vlog and breakdown. Definitely stay tuned for the market vlog and breakdown for next weekend when I do this market again. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!